What's wrong, sis? I thought hearing so much of my voice hurt your throat. Won't have a problem if you do most of the talking.
What? This is no time for jokes! Look at all this stuff!
Oh, I see it. Better get busy.
Riley, help me.
Hey, don't look at me. I have my own stories to cover.
You are the worst.
Nah, you'll get over it. In the meantime, sup, guys?
Hi.
Hope you're ready to tune in.
I'm Rila.
I'm Riley.
And
you're watching Bulletoon Weekly. First up, we just gotta talk about that wicked new trailer for AntMan and the Wasp. Dude, it looks awesome! All those shrinking and growing action scenes are exactly what I wanted to see more of in the first movie. There's so many awesome things you can do with that concept. Glad they're getting even more creative this time.
I'll admit, it did look pretty cool. Hope it'll be better than the first one.
What are you talking about? The first movie was awesome!
Riley, the first one was just a reskin of Iron Man.
What? No, it wasn't!
Former business partner turned competitor uses the hero's own technology against him and tries to make a buck off of it as a war profiteer. Sound familiar?
I mean, sure, the plot's vaguely similar, but everything else was completely different. The character arcs couldn't have been farther apart. Scott Lang was a down-on-his-luck nobody, and all he wanted was to be the hero his daughter always thought he was. Last I checked, he wasn't a genius, billionaire, playboy philanthropist.
And that makes the carbon copy plot okay?
Well, why not? Execution's what matters.
I don't know about that.
Remind me the premise of your favorite anime again.
A bunch of people suddenly find that they can't log out of the video game they're playing and...
Okay, now your least favorite.
A bunch of people suddenly...
Checkmate. In TV news, Warner Bros. Is looking to crank out a live-action Metropolis TV series.
Oh, bless their little hearts. They're trying so hard.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I honestly can't tell what they're trying to cash in on. It's either the success of Gotham over on Fox or the upcoming Krypton series on Sci-Fi. But they're planning for it to be on their new digital platform, along with that new animated Harley Quinn series, the Titan series, and the third season of Young Justice.
So you think it'll be all about the origins of Superman's most famous villains?
Doubt it. Most of them are aliens. Apparently it's gonna focus on Lois Lane and Lex Luthor.
As what, a buddy cop duo?
No. It does take place before the arrival of Superman, but apparently the two of them are gonna be investigating fringe science, whatever that's supposed to mean. There's not a lot on this aside from that. I mean, maybe we'll get some of Superman's rogues gallery. He's got guys like Livewire and Parasite after all. I just don't think they could make an entire series of just that. We'll see, I guess. Fair warning, guys, don't put too much stock in this, but there's a rumor going around that Microsoft is looking to buy EA.
Wow, a lot of those big deals going around lately.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not overly excited myself.
Wait, what? But why? It'd mean EA loses control of all those IPs you love.
Rila, pretty much the only EA developer I care about at this point is BioWare. Mass Effect and Dragon Age are pretty much it. Yes, I'd be more than happy to see EA lose control of those IPs, but there's one little hitch in this deal. I am not gonna buy an Xbox just for those two games, no matter how much I like them.
You know, when you put it like that...
I'm sure other people who like more of EA's library would be overjoyed to see Microsoft take over. Plus, after that whole Battlefront 2 debacle and shutting down Visceral Games, EA's on pretty thin ice. A deal like this would open some doors, sure, but it kinda reminds me of the situation of that second installment in the Tomb Raider reboot, how it was an Xbox exclusive for a long time despite the original game being on both Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, I can see how that'd be pretty annoying.
But like I said, it's a rumor, so take it all with a grain of salt.
Speaking of salt, how are those Overwatch Nerfs treating you?
Nice try, Rila, but the nerfs don't really affect me at all.
What? But all I've been hearing was complaining about how they were totally unfair and
I never play either of the nerf characters. I used to play a lot of Mercy back in 1.0, but eventually I came to a discovery that changed my gaming life.
What discovery?
You can't heal stupid. And frankly, it got old trying to keep idiots alive while they did dumb stuff over and over. But for anyone not aware of what she's talking about, Mercy was just put through a huge nerf at Overwatch, so her ultimate doesn't give her insta-res or double res anymore. Junkrat got a little nerf too, giving his mind's damage fall off.
How does the game's main healer getting a nerf not affect you?
Because I mainly play Widowmaker. If I'm in so much trouble I need Mercy's help in the first place, I'm clearly not doing my job well enough. But in all honesty, Widow just works better with Zenyatta. He can discord enemies, heal her from a distance, and more easily switch to healing someone else when he needs to. I've pretty much always thought that, Rez aside, Mercy was kinda overrated. I love the character, but the utility really isn't on the same level as some of the other supports.
And so it begins.
Just tear it off like a band-aid, sis.
Right. Japan time! And first up, a super short story. Hiro Mashima, the creator of Fairy Tail, teased his next manga project.
Oh yeah, Fairy Tail is over, huh?
Yep, but the creator did tease 3 things about this upcoming project. It'll be a new form of fantasy, Jux will be quite a challenge, and Plue will make an appearance.
The hell is a Plue?
Oh, it's a character that appears in Rave Master and Fairy Tail. Mashima created both series.
Wait, those two exist in the same universe?
No, not technically anyway. There was an OVA once, but that was basically just sort of an Easter egg thing. Just like Plue being in Fairy Tail at all was basically just a big reference.
Huh.
And then there's this. So, does everyone remember how Black Clover is a thing?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, it's getting a spin-off gag manga.
Excuse me?
Yep.
But it's not even that funny. The occasional chuckle here and there, I guess, but other than that...
Yep.
So, why?
I don't know, but it's gonna be called Astakun Mahoteye no Michi.
Rila.
I know. In English, it's Asta's Journey to Wizard King. Loosely, anyway.
So let me guess what most of the gags are gonna be. Maybe something along the lines of...
Oh dear God, I hope not. And now some Macross Delta news. No new announcements or anything, just that the manga is coming to an end.
What, that's it?
Yeah, actually. The manga is adapted from the anime, not the other way around. So it's short and there's not a whole lot of ceremony around the ending. The 4th and final volume is shipping on the 9th, but that's totally fine. After all, there's still that compilation film coming up. And a brand new Macross series on the way too! Ooh, just thinking about it makes me so excited! Tons of new Funimation dub news just dropped too! I'm not gonna get into all of it, but a few new casts have been announced. First up, there was Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens, which cast John Grell as Banba, and Damon Mills as Ling, with Jeremy Inman as the director. Next up was Basilisk, the Oka Ninja Scrolls, which cast Morgan Berry as Hachiro and Jill Harris as Hibiki, with Tyler Walker directing. Then there was Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. God, that'll never not be a mouthful. Anyway, Justin Briner was cast as Sato and Julie Shields as Xena, with Emily Neves directing. And then there's the one I've been most enjoying this season.
You mean aside from Cardcaptor Sakura?
I mean, that's true, but it's also not even fair.
Right.
Anyway, Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san is such a charming and funny little series. A huge surprise given how simple it is. The dub cast Aaron Dismuke? I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. This word right here on the screen. He's been cast as Nishikata. And Sarah oh, come on. Wiedenheft? That right?
Rila, you know damn well I have no idea.
Ugh, whatever. This word, she's been cast as Takagi. Good luck! And if you guys want the full cast list, we'll link them to you all below. So, Riley, quick question. You know Yuru Yuri, right?
That anime where the main character's barely in it and basically a punchline in her own show?
Right! And of course you've heard about Yuki Yuna wa Yushidayaru, right?
The one you won't shut up about.
Funny.
What about him?
What do they have in common?
They both start with the prefix U? Both of them are about girls in middle school? I don't know.
Their creators are working on a project together!
I'm sorry, what? Isn't Yuki Yuna's creator the same person behind, of all things, Akame ga Kill?
Huh. Didn't expect you to know that, but yes.
What the hell would they be making with someone who has as bubblegum sweet a style as Yuru Yuri?
I remind you that the creator's all about subverting expectations. No one really expected Yuki Yuna to get anywhere near as dark as it did. I mean, it didn't pull the same kind of hard left as Madoka Magica or anything, but...
Still, that's one heck of a style clash.
Well, anyway, they're working on something called Release the Spice. It's apparently about a high school girl who's a secret spy or something.
Well, that's automatically suspicious. Oh, fine. I'll wait to see what they have in store.
In some Netflix news, the streaming service is apparently going to be co-producing anime with production IG and Bones.
Didn't we already know that?
Sort of. We never had any specific companies attached. We just knew Netflix planned to ally themselves with anime studios in the future. And now we know which ones. There's not much else on this, though. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of this.
Why? You seriously think it'll make you use Netflix more?
Netflix could be the tool that anime uses to become more mainstream. Even if I don't end up using the service more than I do, I want to keep an eye on how all this develops. But yes, if something winds up on it that I want to watch, I'll definitely use it. Next up, another small story, this time giving an update on the home release of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Last year's sleeper hits and one of my favorites at the time.
She's not kidding. That show was her #1 for like half the year. And then the second season of Yuki Yuna happened, and you can guess how that went.
Yeah, I'm predictable.
Hey, you said it, not me. At least it gave you another waifu dad tier list.
You mean like how you got one from MMO Junkie?
Hey, you leave Moriko alone! She is an angel! An adorable, socially awkward angel! How could you not just want to give her a hug and... There's not a chance you're just gonna forget you heard that, is there?
Not on your life.
Well, crap.
Anyway, the home release is coming with all 13 episodes in both English and Japanese with English subtitles. But the episode 14 original video animation is only included with the Japanese. Can't wait! And now for the story we're both looking forward to. Riley, would you like to do the honors?
But of course! My Hero Academia!
We finally have a Season 3 release date!
It drops on April 7th! Dude, that's so close! I wasn't expecting anything new until summer, but we're getting this in spring? Sign me up!
And there's the movie this summer. Riley, this year is gonna be so incredibly awesome!
I know, right?
Now it's time for North American releases.
And comic solicitations.
Me first. In anime, we got Napping Princess and Tanaka-kun is Always Listless. Then, in manga, there was Akame ga Kill, Black Butler, A Certain Magical Index, Gabriel Dropout, Overlord, and ReZero. There were also a few light novels, Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody, My Youth Romantic Comedy is Wrong, as I expected, and Overlord.
As for comics, Marvel dropped All New Wolverine #30, Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #15, Avengers #678, Scarlet Spider #13, Captain Marvel #128, Defenders #9, Despicable Deadpool #293, Falcon #4, Incredible Hulk #712, Invincible Iron Man #596, Jean Grey #11, Jessica Jones #16, Moon Knight #191, Old Man Logan #34, Phoenix Resurrection #5, and Spider-Gwen #28. Meanwhile, DC brought out Astro City #50, Dark Knight's Metal #5, Deathstroke Annual #1, Detective Comics Annual #1, Flash Annual #1, Harley Quinn #36, and that was basically it.
Wow.
Right? That just feels wrong. And that's pretty much it.
So much talking.
Hey, you don't sound too good, sis.
Shut up.
Why? My throat is fine.
Does my pain really bring you that much joy? My throat's on fire here.
Fine. Let's get you a glass of water, but first we gotta sign off. So thanks for watching, guys.
If you liked what you saw, give that like button a zap. Share with your friends and support us by checking out that Patreon link in the description.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified whenever we upload a new video. Also, you can check out the official Galvanic site for seasonal anime reviews, articles, and other cool stuff.
This has been Bulletoon Weekly. I'm Rila.
I'm Riley, and as always, stay tuned!